Yeah, sorry, people. Um, I had to go on to here because for some reason I could Facebook wouldn't access the webcam at all. I couldn't get the permissions um, on webcam. Can you hear me? All right? Can everyone hear me? Excellent. Uh, I've sent that to Rory. Everyone's here. People will join us shortly. Um, so before I get going with what I've got ready to go here, so since I brought this into the house, so now a number of people said we thought it was green, surely because of what happened during that video with John. Um, we thought it was green, and it wasn't. It was indeed that like a stone color. Since we brought it into a house, at first I felt a really sort of uneasy feeling. Um, Hello, Aaron. Hi, Anne. Chloe. Glad you could make it. Hi, Jody. Richard Brown. Hey, buddy. Hello to everyone. Now, so since we brought it into the house, I felt uneasy. Since we brought it into the house, I've had some interesting, some disturbing, um, and they've been gradually sort of getting worse and worse. With last night's being that somehow these had been rubbed off my arms and burns left behind, was a bit disturbing. Um, and I don't know who was with the live chit chat with me and Shell. Um, I don't know who was there. I'll give you backstory in a minute there, Chloe. So I don't know who was there for the live chit chat with me and Shell, where there was no kids in the house. There were Jess and Gina were somewhere else, and it was just me and Shell in the house. Yeah, we were having bumps and bangs. At one stage, I thought somebody had run up the stairs. The kids weren't here, and I went down and checked. The dogs were fast asleep, and things have been sort of slowly happening more and more since we brought this into the house. Now, yeah, so weird audio interference. We've had Kim Nolan. Now, if you're watching this at any point, we didn't actually ignore you. Kim Nolan is someone we've worked with before. She was actually in the live session commenting, but we couldn't see her comments coming out at all, even though when we go back and watch it, go back and look at it, her comments are actually there to be seen. But during the live session, they just didn't come out, which has never happened before. So this is an object we were talking about during the first season of M&A TV, Chloe. We had an interview with John Jeffries, and we were talking about like haunted objects and this, that, and the other, I believe, and experiences with such. And during the interview, this changed color. On the interview, this changed. He was having some visual problems, but only when this came into view. When he brought this into view, this seemed to change color. I wasn't sure. Hello, Gina. I wasn't sure what color it actually was, whether it was this color or green. A lot of people were saying they thought it was a green elephant, like a jade elephant. And it's not, it's this color, but it changed color on stream. On stream, on the interview, it changed color. Which was really, really peculiar. We've been meaning to get hold of it for quite a while. So one of the odder things, you can see Mary over my shoulder. Mary has actually moved. Now, it actually does make sense. So she was facing more towards that corner from the door, which is just there. She was faced sort of diagonally across the room. When we come back in one day, she was pointed straight towards the other wall, like she had moved towards the door in an attempt to, like, in an attempt to get away from the object. So the audio scratching may be the quality of the microphone. Let me see if I can clear that up for you. Try and not put any strain on the wire. I need to get a new microphone anyway because this isn't good enough quality. And it doesn't have any backup drivers like to update it. So, right. So, because I'm actually going to go exit the room afterwards, so you can watch what's going on without interference. Because for some reason, because of my protection, things don't really interact with me all that much. So I'm going to walk you around the room and show you, hopefully, what's going on now. So I'm going to have to get everything in as much as possible now. Right. We've had interaction with these, so I am going to light the candle because some strange stuff's been going on with the candle. So you've got the cat balls, which are here. You're going to have the REM pod, which is there. You're going to have the now this is an air pressure sensor. Now we picked this up at the Parameet. Good little device. It's had some good use so far. 11 viewers. Cool. Everyone get involved. So we've got this so far. I'm going to have the EMF sensor going off, as well as an app. Now this app is a bit sort of hit and miss. I did without saying, I did a private investigation of somebody because things were happening at their place. I did a private investigation. I did actually get some interesting responses from this app. It's called Spirit Talker. I've seen it used. Now, whether it's completely viable or not, I'm not completely sold on it just yet. But in instances, I've had some really odd words come out that actually connect the place to what's going on. So I'd like to try and use it during the live session to see if it brings up any words that are curious. Now, one last experiment we're going to be running during this live session is we were having a conversation with somebody. Now, we've broken our... That's odd. Did anyone? Yeah. So I've had some interesting results. Just sort of every so often somewhere I'll test it and I'll get it out. Spanner. I'll test it out every now and again in random locations, and I'm getting a lot of camera flux, and I don't know why. And there shouldn't be any camera flux at all. I was having a conversation. I think it was me, Shell, and Fran were having this conversation about something. We've broken the spirit box. The aerial's busted on it, and we are going to get a new one when we can. But somebody was saying that if you put the white noise on and just leave the white noise in the background, yeah. You have some white noise. I'm watching the comments come in. You've watched you have the white noise in the background and record it. It's possible that the spirit will pick up, use the white noise to manipulate the sound and bring a EVP to respond. So I'm actually going to try this. So whilst you're on, that camera is going spastic. Let's pop that there. That'll be better. I'll take that. That'll be a bit better. Why is that camera going spastic? I don't understand. So let's get this started. I'm going to kick things off. So hopefully it's nowhere near the computer, so the computer shouldn't. We'll leave that to last. So that's going off already. It's interesting. Now, we've actually gone through a cat ball. Yeah, so the cat ball, I have a feeling that the young lady likes the cat balls. Mary likes the cat balls because yeah, I was wondering that. I was wondering whether to try and keep her into keep it going. I'll put her in the safety of our bedroom because my shrine's in the bedroom. She'll be safe in that. Right. So yeah, I already knew that, Jody. I was counting on her. Anyone see that? I was counting on her. Interesting. Like I was saying, we've run out a cat ball out of power pretty much. One of them is dead because out of power because it was just going off constantly. You can see it's still going behind me. So it's out of power because it just kept going. And there's nothing that should be affecting that at all. tell you what. Okay. It's not loud enough. I'm gonna make shit up with that. Okay. Okay. Now, strictly speaking, that flame should stay very still. There's no wind. Is that too loud for everybody? Is that better? Can you hear that now? So the idea is that on your end, you'll be able to hear something come out of it. Right. You should be able to see if anything comes up on the screen. Don't know if I can. Yeah, I have a feeling it's coming through the webcam. How clearly can you hear me now? Good. Right. A bit of light now. So see if you can identify who it is, because Robert. Wow. So look. Protection was the first word. The land was the second. Coal was the third. Robert was the fourth. Where did you see that? It says who's talking. That's closer to the screen now. Last entry was who's talking. So, if you think you can, go for it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my other phone on airplane mode. Throw what? Not that right. Lots of different devices in here for you to set off. Yeah, it was my phone. Wealthy. The position wealthy, I think, is nonsensical. I don't think it's. I don't think it's very relevant. I put my other phone on flight mode now, so it can happen again. It won't do the. Katie won't pick up. What kind of contract?
I believe you to be the one setting off the cat walls. Could you do it again? I'll only stay in here for so long as soon as I can encourage any contact, and then I'll exit the room and let things play out. Mary, I don't know if you can see that, but Mary's come up. A bad spirit. Yes, Fran, there is. Now, if I were trying to bug people and wind them up, that was the word I would probably use. The word before that he used was Shelley. Don't I sometimes call you Shelley? You who said, let us rest, you reside in the elephant, in this artifact. If so, can you ask one of the devices for me, please? The app spits out a female voice. But it shouldn't be a girl, it should be a grown woman's voice. I'm not trying, no. Are you able to affect any of the devices in this room? You have permission to enter and do so. You were setting off the cat balls before, was that you? Okay. All right, let's give that a try.
You heard me.
Interesting. Did I really?
Religious.
See, I thought she might play around with the devices in the room because she seems to like the cat balls. I might bring her back in a minute. Let me
Can you hear that? Now, what you're going to have to bear in mind is that I am speaking, but I should be fairly backgrounded, or you should be able to tell my voice out anyway. Right. So that's me. I'm going to go and get Mary whilst that plays. That might have been me. See if it goes off when I go out. I tend to agree, to be fair. Wrong one. Yeah.
Angel.
Yeah, I'm going to do that now because it's a bit hard to read. I might try and see if I can find something to put the app on a bigger screen. So we've got Mary, interestingly enough, a bad spirit.
People.
Bad spirit, Shelley, Satan, Let Us Rest, Abandoned, Holly, Cry, Lillian, Many Died Here, You Heard Me, Religious, Because, Brother, Collapse, Burnt, Lucy, Angel, People. Shelley, yes, I did say that. I sometimes call you Shelley. Rarely, though, but I do call you it.
Attack.
That's a fairly threatening word. Who's saying that, please? Just going to move the mic so you can see these. Mary, if you're here.
Child.
Okay. Mary, can you set something up for me, sweetheart? You can do anything you want in this room, short of turning off the PC, of course. Play with
Using
anything.
my voice.
I know you might be, darling, but I can't hear you. Ah.
Attack.
That's the second time I've heard attack. Right. Who's attacking? Shelley, if you are John's mum, can you tell me what's going on through this? I know it's difficult, but there's plenty of energy in here. Use it. Set off one of the devices. You're welcome to come in here and affect whatever you want.
Filming.
Oh yeah, good. Who would know? So who would know your mum's name? So, do you think that just probably a coincidence? Filming. Yes, I am filming. Why? Who did that? I remember reading a funny article about that saying, oh, I felt the spirit of somebody coming through and he was still alive. Or she was still alive. Can't believe it did that. Looked like a right toss now. Anyway.
Ron.
Anybody know a Ron? Mary, can you set something up for me, sweetheart? Maybe one of these?
Mental.
Can you do that? Can you set them off like I just did? So the name Ron come up.
Go.
I'm not going anywhere. This is my home. The name Ron come up. Can you step forward? Set off on the devices if it's you. Mary, can you set off one of your balls if it's you?
Orb.
My head hurts.
Matthew. Bench.
Okay, if you can just see the carving in that lower corner. There we go. So, Mary, I need
Francis.
Mary, do you know anything about this orb? Can you show me one of the devices to signify a yes answer, please?
Attach.
Are you saying there's an attachment to the elephant? So just to sort of remind everybody, the idea using this app is to see
Below.
below. Is to see if we can get some intelligent responses. When I say intelligent, I don't mean anything to be stupid. I mean, if we can get a positive conversation going through the app to see if it is coherent. It did. It did say Francis with an I at the end instead of an E.
She killed.
Who killed?
Many deaths.
I get many deaths a lot. Doesn't matter where I go, I get many deaths a lot. So I'll treat that as nonsensical at the moment.
Phil. Encounter.
I need you to set off when the device is in the room, please. Or would you prefer I go out of the room?
Suffer.
Oh. What do you mean by suffer? Interesting. Sorry, something just moved on the desk. I'm just wondering if it was natural weight. I think it probably was, to be fair.
Altar.
Do you mean the one in the other room? This is what disturbs me. It goes quiet.
Cold.
The second time we've had cold. Oh, wait, Mary, are you still staying in our bedroom? The window's still open in there, to be fair. Just wondering if that's what you're saying. You're right. I'm going to leave the room for a little while and then we'll bring this experiment to a close. I'll try and make it a regular thing and I'll cycle it between Mary, see if we can get hands on Crystal for a
He
session.
pushed.
I've never had that before. Yeah, we will. I'm going to turn that up. You should be able to see it. I'm going to leave the room. We're going to see what difference there is in activity once I leave. I have a sneaky suspicion I know why there isn't much activity. Right, I'll leave you guys to it to listen to what's going on. I'm going to pull that closer so you can see it. You can still see everything in the room. Yeah, you can still see everything in the room. Right.
Haunt.
Interesting. Right, back in a minute.
He's dangerous. Disaster. You see me. Knife. Billy. Apparition. Speak. Victoria. Darkness. Many deaths. I hear you. The. Powerful. Filming.
The pressure sensor just went off as I entered the room. This camera. Hi. Oh. Grandpa's still on. That'll be a yes. Take that off. Oh, the cat balls, that was me, by the way. I just knocked them
Soldier.
on. Right, I wanted to come up to see if I thought it felt any different in here. I think maybe it does have a bit of a heavier atmosphere than the rest of the house, but then this is quite a small room, so that could be why. But yeah, as I walked in, the pressure sensor went off. Don't know if you guys picked that up, but it's green at the moment. As I walked in, it beeped and it changed to yellow, orange, whatever. Yeah, I'm going to have a look through just to... Yeah, we've had disaster, many deaths. I think we've had those a few times.
Scott.
Scott was the latest word. You see me, apparition, speak. I hear you. I think maybe, yeah, there is like a bit of a different atmosphere in this room to the rest of the house, but then this room is kind of small, very small, it's tiny, which is why Jess didn't like sleeping in here. She felt very claustrophobic, so she has moved back into the room with her sister, which is 3 times the size of this room, if not 4.
Branch.
Branch was the latest word. I think Mary doesn't like to be on her own, though. I think she prefers it when there's somebody else here with her. Maybe that's why it went a little bit quiet.
Burnt.
Got burnt again. I'm pretty sure we had that earlier. I'm going to stop the spirit talker. Don't know if you'll be able to see the little carved elephant inside. If I can get it to focus or not. You can just about see it. Right, I think we're going to end this session here. I don't know whether it's difficult to determine whether anything that's come through has been either Mary or the elephant or whatever else. So I think next time we'll definitely take the elephant elsewhere. So thanks for joining in with this live. We've been on just over an hour now, so we are going to wrap things up. And if we have any strange things going on, we'll let you know. But in the meantime, we'll try and get back and do another session soon. But before then, this Monday, just to let you know, we've got the first installment of M&A TV, which is back up and running. And then what else have we got going on? Hold on. That was me knocking the cat ball. There we go. So Monday 17th, M&A TV. Monday the 24th is now going to be the Knowlton investigation. We've changed the date. Thursday the 13th, we've just had that. Thursday the 20th is going to be our Acton Bernal investigation, hopefully, because unfortunately, whilst we were there, Fran, if she's still here with us, she'll verify this. But we split off into two groups, and there was Chris and Rory over one side of the castle. I was trying to think what it was. Is it a castle? Yeah, I'll say castle. Anyway, so we have actually, and I'm going to interrupt myself, but we have got some cleansing spray that we I've sprayed the room with, but maybe we'll have to try something a bit stronger. Anyway, we were at Acton Bernal and we were investigating in two groups. So Chris and Rory were over one side, me, Fran and Jodie were over the other side, and Fran and Jodie were doing a Ouija board session and I was filming, but we'd also got a second camera close to the board so that you could see the letters clearly, and that camera was knocked over. Whether it was a spirit, I can't say for sure, but I don't think there was any like strong breeze that would have knocked it over or anything else. It knocked over the camera, and unfortunately that camera is now not working, and some of the footage from it isn't viewable. It's sort of corrupted it, so we may have an investigation coming from Acton Bernal, but it might not be as long as we'd hoped it was going to be, but we'll see anyway. So yeah, we got loads planned, loads coming up, but we'll let you know when the next elephant session's going to be. It's likely to be me and Fran. I'll have a chat with Fran, see when she's available, and we'll let you know. It'll either be on Facebook or here on YouTube. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to end the broadcast now, and we'll see you all soon. Bye.